So yeah, I'm dating a guy I work with, and some of our coworkers, I feel like they're jealous and they're trying to get us fired. And I don't know why, because it's not like we've done anything crazy. He works in a completely different department, and I don't really think it's breaking the rules. I feel like they're trying to fire us.
That's why you shouldn't get caught doing that.
That's why you probably shouldn't tell anybody.
But some companies make you, right? If you're going to do like office romance, they make you sign a paper.
I don't know if they make you sign. I know it's different for like every company, but if he's in a completely different department, I don't think, in my opinion, there's anything wrong with that unless people are talking about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, you guys. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you just shouldn't do it all together. And this is one of the consequences of it. And because they're trying to get you fired, I feel like if you got into that and people are trying to get you fired, you're probably doing something wrong. You're probably doing like a lot of nepotism.
I don't know, because, okay, so if that person is in a completely different department, how does that reflect to you? I mean, even if it's on the other side of the building, I mean, the only thing I can think of is if there's a lot of PDA in the work environment or a lot of people are gossiping. Oh, did you hear about, Tabitha and Jeremy over there hooking up? They're now together. Or other people were interested in him in the office. I mean, it's not like you don't see people hooking up that work in the same building. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think like if she's like doing that right now, someone's trying to shoot for her spot. Someone's trying to get her out of her spot, and this is the easiest way to do it.
Hey, you know what? If you're in HR, can y'all tell us? Like, give her some advice if somebody is in HR. Like, even if they're in different departments, can they still fire you for hooking up or having a boyfriend or a girlfriend in a different department but in the same building? The same company?
It depends on their office policy, right? So it really comes down to that. But other people trying to get you fired, man, you must have done something bad to them because they got a target on your back.
Either that or they just flat out didn't like you to begin with. Because, I mean, that's not like it doesn't happen either. Like, where people just don't like each other and they're like, hey, you know what? Let me try my hardest to get this person fired. But somebody from an HR department or in management, if you guys can put some light on this for her, she's dating somebody from a different department, but it's the same building. Is that grounds for getting fired? 262-5477, 262-KISS. Go ahead and call in, text into the show. GLF Nation, watch the show live. You can do that right now. We've got several platforms. Twitch under the Gina Lee Fuentes Show. YouTube under Gina Lee Fuentes TV. Click on live. And on Facebook, it is under the Gina Lee Fuentes Show. Let us know what your thoughts are on this, especially if you're in management, if they're seeing each other, different departments, but the same building. What are your thoughts? Let us know.
It's the Gina Lee Fuentes Show on KISS 97.3.
All right, they're talking about the best Super Bowl, the biggest buzz about the Super Bowl ads.
Stephon Diggs, Cardi B, I'm following Stephon Diggs.
Oh, Good Morning America. Which one was your favorite? I like the Dunkin' Donuts one. The one with Ben Affleck, Jennifer Aniston. Did you see that one? They had like all these celebrities on there. That was, I think, the best one out of all of them.
I saw like all of it, but I didn't.
There was a lot of boring ass ones.
Because I was busy watching Bridgerton.
This year, the ads suck at the Super Bowl.
All right, let me get this phone.
There was a Ben Stiller one, too. I saw that.
Good morning, KISS 97.3. Hi, what's your name? Will. Okay, so in this situation, it's the same building, but they're seeing each other. He's in a different department. Is that still grounds for termination? I know it's different for every company, but you know what I'm saying?
Things go wrong at home, unfortunately it tends to bleed into the workplace. So if you got two workers who going through issues at home, it tends to bleed into the workplace. No company wants to deal with it. That's why it's frowned upon for you to date somebody you work with.
Do you think she's going to get fired?
They hope they get fired.
Eesh.
You're hoping they get fired?
I don't hope this ain't my situation.
I thought that's what you said. I was like, I hope they get fired. I'm like, damn.
I was like, damn.
No. It's not my situation. That's why I don't understand why people sit here and have romantic relationships with people they work with. I think I never understood that because, like you said, if they got a problem at home, a lot of times it tends to
There you go. I got it, Will. I got it.
All right, you're alive.
See you alive. Bye. See you in the live. Will. Oh. Hold on, wait. Let me see. Physical time?
7:42. You got 1 minute or 55 seconds.
Problem.
50 seconds.
Do you have me set up for next?
Yeah, 45 seconds.
Oh, shit.
Things go wrong.
Oh, shit. Son.
42 seconds.
Workers
Oh,
going through
38 seconds.
home.
35 seconds.
You need to date somebody you work with.
30 seconds.
They both may get fired.
25 seconds.
shit.
Get fired.
20 seconds. I thought you said that. I hope they get fired. I'm like, damn. 15 seconds.
No. That's what people see here.
10 seconds.
Work with. If they got a problem at home.
3, 2,
What?
1.
Did it.
It's time for Inbox Issues with Gina and Ando on Kiss 97.3.
Hey, so yeah, I'm dating a guy I work with, and some of our coworkers, I feel like they're jealous and they're trying to get us fired, and I don't know why, because it's not like we've done anything crazy. He works in a completely different department, and I don't really think it's breaking the rules. I feel like they're trying to fire us.
Okay. So she feels like they're trying to fire them, but this is nothing new, you guys, where people actually, hook up with people that they work with, or, it becomes a situationship, or, whatever the issue is. But the thing about this is it's people talking, I think, because usually a majority of the time when somebody starts talking, that's when the problem comes into play.
Yeah, it usually does. And this is always going to be sticky in office romance situations. And it depends on your company policy, because some companies don't allow it at all. And both of you guys will be terminated. Some people are more lenient, or some companies are more lenient. And then you have to sign this paper, disclosing that you guys are in a relationship. So there's so many different avenues you can take to do this. But
it does depend, yeah.
But if it's your coworker that are blatantly trying to get you fired, then it's a problem with you and your coworker.
Hey, so are you still coworkers if they're in a different department? I guess you are, right?
Yeah.
It's not your department?
Yeah, so like if you just say you work in the shipping department.
It's like sales upstairs?
Yeah, pretty much like that. You're still in the same company.
Just a different department.
Yeah, and you can probably still see them, right?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I mean, we see the sales department here.
Yeah, every now and then.
But
yeah, like some places are like work together closely, so a lot of people don't like that.
I know, and here's the thing, you guys.
Favoritism comes into play.
If you're gonna try, kind of like walk that path, you're gonna go in the trenches on that part. Just know that there is gonna be backlash on that. And I mean, it really does depend on the policy that your work has. Let's go ahead and go to the text line, the phone lines, 262-5477-262 KISS, and we'll kick off the text.
This one text line, it says, I think she should tread very lightly in this kind of situation. Me and my husband actually worked together before we got married, and that's how we met. But our coworkers didn't like it at the time, so my husband ended up quitting and finding a better job. But with this kind of situation, you should always tread lightly in the workplace.
And there's some really good comments inside GLF Nation. Melinda Corrin said, don't dip your pin in the company ink. Vanessa Hernandez said, it's probably females that are jealous of her. And Montanique says, no, they can't do that. If one was the manager over the other, then yes, they can. Girl, go to HR before they work up some kind of lie.
Yeah. Vanessa,
okay, that's a really, really valid point.
Vanessa said, I don't think they should get fired. I don't think it's nobody's business, really.
Yeah, and this one came in from James in Rio Rancho. James goes, just got out of this kind of situation. Actually called the friendship/hookup because it started getting around the building and people started questioning a lot of things, and it made me very uncomfortable. So I just went ahead and ended it because it's not worth losing a job over.
Yeah, Valentino says only grounds for termination is if you get involved with management and your work under them. Other than that, as long as the relationship doesn't conflict with the work performance while on the clock, it shouldn't be grounds for termination. And that's very true.
Yeah.
If you're a manager, you can't date down. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
you really can't.
Yeah, like usually that happens, right?
Yeah, a lot of the time.
But yeah, if you're higher management, you can't date down. You have to be like management.
Let's go ahead and take it to the phones right now. Hi, what's your name? What do you think of the situation? What do you think in general, about the whole thing?
Morning as well. Right. Looking at it from business and a management perspective, yeah, that's a problem. Because people got to understand, when you got a personal relationship going on with someone, a romantic relationship, if things go wrong at home, unfortunately, it tends to bleed into the workplace. So if you got two workers who's going through their issues at home, it tends to bleed into the workplace. No company wants to deal with that. That's why it's frowned upon for you to date somebody you work with.
You think she's going to get fired?
They both may get fired.
Eesh.
You're hoping they get fired?
I don't hope anything. Ain't my situation.
I thought that's what you said. I was like, I hope they get fired. I'm like, damn.
I was like, damn.
No. It's not my situation. That's why I don't understand why people sit here and have romantic relationship with people they work with. I think I never understood that because, like I said, if you got a problem at home, a lot of times it tends to bleed into the workplace. Nobody want to deal with that.
It's the Gina Lee Fuentes Show on Kiss 97.3. Drama that's not on the DL. Celebrity Radar on the Gina Lee Fuentes Show. Kiss 97.3.
We got to get into it because there was a lot that ended up happening with the Winter Olympics all the way up into the Bad Bunny performance for the halftime that he deleted pretty much all his social media. Let's get into it. Mariah Carey opened up the Winter Olympics as she sang as the opening act, but everybody was like, she's lip syncing. I'm like, you guys, she's 56 going on 57. Like, she's up there in age. She's almost 60, like Jennifer Lopez. They're both like the same age. But Mariah Carey did what every other artist does, what Chris Brown does, what Celine Dion does. They have background vocals that they have that they sing to. And even if you go to a Chris Brown concert, you go to a Mariah Carey concert, yes, she is singing live. But here's the crazy part. She sounds just like the track, okay? So you won't be able to tell the difference. They complained at the fact that she didn't move. They complained that she just stood there.
Well, that's how she performed.
Her legs are insured for over $1 billion, you guys. Of course she's not going to do anything. She's been that way for years. I don't know. If Italy was complaining, why didn't they have somebody from their own country sing it? Like, seriously. Like, everybody was complaining. They said it was the worst lip syncing they had ever seen, and they were disappointed in Mariah that she didn't even try to hide it. But you guys, she sounds exactly like her track. Yes, parts of it were already recorded, which were the background vocals. And it does look like she's lip syncing it, but she wasn't lip syncing the whole thing. Okay, she was not lip syncing.
But I do agree. If you're going to do it for the Olympics, they should do it live. Don't even do the track thing. You got to do it live. Like, especially for something on a world platform like that.
She was singing in Italian, you guys. Like, she doesn't know Italian, that's not her main language. So she did sing with her track on that part.
You're right. Never mind.
So you can't knock her on that, bro.
I thought it was in English.
Yeah, no, she didn't do the Nothing's Impossible until the second half. And that part was live, but she did record a lot of I think the song was called... Well, I'm not even going to try to say what it was called. Yeah, I ain't trying to offend anybody. Yeah, but it wasn't a song she was familiar with. She knows it, but the words, it was an Italian song, y'all. Give her some grace on this. Golly. Little John's son, Nathan James, passed away on Friday morning after he went missing for 3 days, running out of the house, no shirt, no shoes. We don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on. He graduated from NYU, New York University. And he was also a DJ. He went by DJ Young Slade. And, of course, he had a single, Move Through Fire, back in 2020 after he graduated college. But I don't know. They say that they don't believe there's any foul play. But 27 years old, running out of the house, no shirt, no shoes.
Yeah, we reported that last week.
Is that drugs or is that... I don't know what that is. Now let's go quickly into Nancy Guthrie's entire situation. No, she has not been found. We're now 8 days in. She's been missing a week. Savannah said, we'll pay the $6 million in Bitcoin. We just want our mother back. The thing is, now they're looking in septic tanks on the property. I don't think she's alive, you guys. I've said that from the get-go. Whoever did this, I don't think she's alive. Now, quickly, let's get into Bad Bunny.
That's right.
His Instagram has been deleted, not deleted, but deactivated. Everything's been wiped out now. No stranger to seeing him do this when he's got a new project coming out, but I don't think that was the case. The backlash on this, President Trump ended up saying it was the worst halftime performance because nobody understood. Guess what? Neither did the entire country, but it's fine.
You know, that's kind of crazy.
Because it showed the Latin culture.
Yeah, so
is what it was about.
He didn't praise the show, but he also didn't praise the other show either.
You know, exactly. You know, so let's break it down. You have Lady Gaga, you had Ricky Martin on stage. Cardi B was on the stage in the crowd dancing. You know, when they pan the camera, it was easy to miss Karol G and all these other people that were in there. The whole setup, those were actually real businesses from LA all the way to Puerto Rico.
Nice.
Like all of them, all the setups, even the guy with the hot dogs as he was walking through the sugar canes representing Puerto Rico, because basically they harvest all of the sugar canes in Puerto Rico and all this other stuff. How big we are on gold jewelry. How we are in jewelry in general, getting married. That was a real couple that got married. They had invited him to the wedding.
It was great.
He in turn said, I can't make it, but how about you guys come and get married on the stage at the Super Bowl? Not only that, 64 on the shirt stood for the age of his mother. His real last name was on the back. There was so much. The light poles that they were climbing on was representation of the electricity problems that they're having in the country. There was a lot of stuff. The Grammy, how he gave it away, it really didn't mean much, but the thing about it is he showed the Latin culture, how unity, how family is important. Family, your older folk playing, dice, or they're playing dominoes, card games. You know, you got your older folk out there. You had the drinks, you had the stands. All of it had representation of Latin culture, which I thought was amazing. It made a lot of people feel proud because he hit every aspect. But the backlash is beyond probably what he can take right now. As everybody was talking about it, people slammed the performance, saying that it was an awful performance all the way up to Trump. And not only that, nobody understood anything that he was saying. Everybody was complaining about it. So I don't blame him for deleting his Instagram or his social media. Take that break because you need it. Just don't go on to social media and, hey, Cardi B, are you done with Stephon Diggs? I saw y'all unfollowed each other. I'm just kind of curious, girl. Are y'all
maybe after
okay?
he lost last night, right?
I know, right? Are y'all okay?
And as you were talking about Bad Bunny's performance, you know, he actually started at the 20-yard line and then walked out of the stage. So he actually did more yards than the Patriots rushed the whole game.
They said that on TV. I couldn't believe they did that on national news.
Yeah, so the Bad Bunny went from one end zone to the other end zone, and literally, he actually did more yards than the whole Patriots did rushing the whole game. Well, Drake also lost $1 million betting on the Patriots, so I guess it is a Drake curse.
Yeah, it has to be, seriously.
And actor Timothy Busfield, he's actually indicted here in New Mexico on 4 counts of criminal sexual contact with a child. So it will proceed on the trial. So it's good. We're going to have to keep you updated as this develops even more. And T.I., he's calling out 50 Cent. I don't know why he wants to call 50 Cent. And he's been trying to call out 50 Cent for a versus for the longest time. I don't think it's ever going to happen because I would not want to put this on there as well. But 50 Cent responded and said, no, I do not like it. No verses. Let's do the stay away challenge and stay away from me. And he also went on to say, he's like, I haven't released much music because they asked him why he hasn't released much new music. And he says, you can have the best verse, but I don't think you should have the best verse at 50. And he says, I think hip-hop is connected to youth culture, and I think simplicity is the part of why the music is best. And I do agree. Rap is a young man's game. Even though we like our older rappers to release new things, we heard Salt and Pepper, or we just heard Salt, right? Or Pepper.
I think I can't remember. I think it was Pepper.
And it sounded exactly like the old stuff. I don't know how many people are going to want to bump that, but...
Yeah, I mean, the nostalgic feeling maybe, but... I mean, he's got a point, but you still got these artists out here trying to do it. I mean, look at Jennifer Lopez, pushing 57, 58.
And that's why T.I. probably retired, too. So.
Exactly.
It's the Gina Lee Fuentes Show on Kiss 97.3. It's a Kiss Cardi party. Kiss 97.3 is putting you and a +1 on a plane to see Cardi B. 1st at Mortgage Matchup Center in Phoenix, Arizona. And of course, we'll also put you up in a hotel for the show. Listen weekdays from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. for back-to-back Cardi B. When you hear the double play, instantly be the 9th caller at 505-262-KISS to get in the running to win. It's the Kiss Cardi Party with St. Clair Wines, made in New Mexico, and Kiss 97.3. Get all the info at mykiss973.com.
don't wipe out, ayy, don't wipe out. Out of my way, don't wipe out, ayy, don't wipe out. I'm feeling like saying it right now, ayy, just right now. I'ma say it right now, no, I don't wipe out. Out of my way, don't wipe out, ayy, don't wipe out. Out of my way, don't wipe out, ayy, don't wipe out. I'm feeling like saying it right now, ayy, just right now. I'ma say it right now, no, I don't wipe out, ayy. All of this drip on me, ayy, like I'm a drip I see, ayy. Hit him with a splash like threes, ayy. What on my wrist I see, ayy. Vision that freeze on freeze, ayy. On the vector like Mr. Freeze, ayy. Batman black car keys, ayy. Rocket blast off on 3, ayy. Oh, it's out of space, I'm trying to go, yeah. Alien, I know, yeah. Get him on way, ride him on wave. You better not wipe out, ayy. Don't wipe out. Ride him on way, don't wipe out, ayy. Don't wipe out. I'm feeling like saying it right now, ayy. Just right now. You better say it right now. No, I don't wipe out. Keep running my way, don't wipe out. Don't wipe out. Keep running my way, don't wipe out. Hey, don't wipe out. I'm feeling like Slater right now. Hey, just right now. You better say it right now. No, I don't wipe out. Hey, I be so fresh and so Pinatre. I don't catch that sex, I got cheese on me. Put that on my bucket, it's on these. Station like Tupac, it's me against the world. You can't be no opposition for me. Love, please get my enemies. All of this drip on me, yeah. And I'm a drip I see, yeah. Hit him with a splash like threes, yeah. What on my wrist I see, yeah. Vision that freeze on freeze, yeah. On the vector like Mr. Freeze, yeah. Batman black car keys, yeah. Rocket blast off on 3. You better not wipe out, ayy. Don't wipe out. Out of my way, don't wipe out, ayy. Don't wipe out. I'm feeling like saying it right now, ayy. Just right now. You better say it right now. No, I don't wipe out. Keep out of my way, don't wipe out. Don't wipe out. Out of my way, don't wipe out. Ayy, don't wipe out. I'm feeling like Slater right now. Ayy, just right now. You better say it right now. No, I don't wipe out. Ayy.
So good. Me and mom watched it.
The Bridgerton?
Yes, the new one. It's totally like is it Cinderella? Yeah, it's like Cinderella. Am I thinking of the right one?
I'm gonna try and look
Fuck,
for
is it like Cinderella? Yeah,
Hey.
yeah. The Wicked Stepsisters. It's along those lines. I totally vibed it. It was good. Good morning, Isaac Curly. Vanessa, good morning. Good morning, you guys. Anybody hungover? Did anybody drink from the game last night? That was the
Everybody
I would
home?
have to say it was a boring ass game, but anybody else think the same thing? I was just kind of like, okay, nobody's going to score. Like, what are we doing? Patriots aren't going to join us? You know what I think the problem was? I think the Patriots thought they won so many other Super Bowls that they were going to do the same thing. But I think the Seattle Seahawks were all about it because they were ready for it. They wanted that win.
I'm watching the performance from the point of view of the audience, and they can't see anything. Did you know all those trees were actually humans too?
Yes. Did you see the person sticking their head out of the tree?
That's hilarious. Yeah.
All of the sugar canes were humans.
Yeah, this was probably not a good performance for the people, but for people at home, it was great. Because the trees are in the way. You can't even see anything.
Aren't the trees always in the way in Puerto Rico?
Well, for our performance, but. I didn't. Yeah, I was trying to see what the point of view. I wanted to see was there a streaker? They called him a rocket scientist, a crazy person.
Did you see the Cardi B when she was up there dancing? And then how quickly they unfollowed each other? What happened with Stephon Diggs? It's over. Right, Merlinda? I thought it was just kind of their game. I was like, man.
He wasn't even a streaker. He was just he just had like his shirt off.
Yo, Bad Bunny's getting his ass handed to him by everybody though, you guys. You know what? I don't blame him for deleting his Instagram.
You like Kendrick?
He'll come back eventually.
They were doing that with Kendrick last year.
Yeah.
Now look at him.
Well, yeah, but I mean the fact that they're totally the shit they're saying. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but that will pass too. Everybody's gonna have something to say about the big game.
Here we go.
It's the Gina Lee Fuentes Show on Kiss 97.3.
All right, in a work environment, I think one of the biggest things that you got to have is you got to laugh at yourself. You should be able to laugh at yourself. You can laugh at others if you want to. You might get in trouble for it, but just saying.
That makes my day go by fast. I even do that at home.
Right?
I'm just laughing at myself, enjoying my own company.
But they said it can actually, if you bring humor into the work environment, and just be free-spirited, but not too free-spirited. But
yeah, we have some of that here too.
Exactly, right?
Some people don't know when to turn it off.
Yeah. I think that's what it is. And they said bringing humor into the work environment or just in general into your life is one of the most underrated things because it actually smooths over any relationship that you have that you're in. Your work relationship, your family relationship, the fact that you guys can laugh together, you can, make fun of each other in a nice way, obviously, or just having a good time.
Yeah, it's a comedic relief.
They said it builds up not only just your emotional feelings like in the work environment, but more than anything, it's going to set the relationship in the work environment on the right foot. But the problem is people do dark humor, bad humor. The humor is not all the same. You know what I mean? Not everybody's going to laugh at what you're putting out there.
Yeah, bad humor is better than dark humor. I'll tell you that much. If it's bad humor, nobody laughs. It's awkward. It's cringy. But I think we need to have that because it lightens the mood. You ever tell a joke with any of your coworkers, your bosses? Lightens the mood. Everybody's kind of happy.
Yeah.
We need that more around here.
That means we got to walk the building, and neither one of us is willing to do that.
We have Kramer. He comes in. Yeah,
Kramer does. He's funny.
Some humor.
Yeah, he does. But they said humor is so powerful, so it's so misunderstood that there's so many people, even in relationships, that don't laugh. It's always a serious tone. Their job is an issue. They complain about everything, and then they get with somebody, who, tries to bring humor to the relationship, then you're looked at as immature.
Yeah,
so, I mean, it's a double-edged sword.
That's me, because I'll make fun of anything.
Right,
especially if they're going through something. I'll start poking fun or try to lighten the mood. And it either goes one way or the other. I'll take my chances with my humor.
The whole situation in this, either way you look at it, there are people that are going to make, funnies at work or whatever, and you're going to laugh and, you're going to enjoy it or whatever. But they said the takeaway on this is getting to know people through humor is one of the best things that you can do relationship-wise for personal and also work relationships as well.
Yeah, but what if they don't have a sense of humor? You're the one trying to be funny and it just falls flat every single time. We have a couple people here in the building that don't think anything is funny.
Nothing.
No matter how funny the joke is, they will not laugh. They only laugh at their own jokes.
I forgot what event I had gone to, and I forgot who the account executive is, the salesperson upstairs. Mm-hmm. Really, really just bland. Mm-hmm. They tried making a funny, and then I just stood there and I was like, was that... and then I laughed. Anyway? I tried laughing because I didn't understand. I was like, was that supposed to be a joke? And then it wasn't.
Yeah.
So I was like, I thought you were making a joke. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's hard to tell sometimes.
It's hard to tell.
Sometimes they're being serious with a smile on their face and you're like, is this a joke or should I chime in?
Yeah. Just maybe the safe bet is no.
It's the Gina Lee Fuentes Show on Kiss 97.3. The most money in the 505 is back.
Let's go. Y'all ready?
Kiss 97.3's 1K Kiss Cash. Listen for the Kiss Cash keyword weekdays at 7 a.m., 11 a.m., 3 p.m., and 5 p.m. Enter the keyword at mykiss973.com. The more keywords you enter, the better your chance of winning. Ball out with the 1K Kiss Cash on Kiss 97.3. Must be 18 years or older to play. This contest is being conducted by a large number of radio stations nationwide. 2 winners chosen per week. For complete contest rules, visit mykiss973.com.
I can't believe you can't get into Bridgerton. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, because I like historic fiction, like The Next Person, but it seems too fake.
But it's not.
It is extremely
really good.
fake, and we know it. As long as you know it, that's fine. I don't like it because that's not how it was back then. They didn't treat the blacks like that. They would have been slaves, or they would have I don't know. Like in that time, it's too cheesy and corny for me. It's not accurate enough.
I mean, were you there? How do you know how everybody got treated?
According to scientists and anthropology and historians, those things.
Anthropology.
Yeah, and historians, historically, that did not happen. So they're making up their own storyline, which is great. But
then that's what you have to say about everything.
I just can't get into it. It's like, it's already corny on that part, but it's also like I didn't like the storyline, didn't like the acting, just didn't like it.
What's wrong with you? It's such a good show.
I even tried to watch The Crown. That was hard to watch too.
The Crown? I haven't watched that one yet.
Yeah, I like that one better because it's.
Are you into the royal family like I am, or no?
No, I'm not. No, I don't care about the royal family, but I do care about history. So when I see The Crown, I like that a lot better because it's based on history. You know, because it isn't about Queen Elizabeth.
So you don't watch it? No, it's about Princess Diana. The Crown is about Princess Diana.
There's a fine line between fantasy and history and historic fiction. Like Lord of the Rings, of course, that's just fantasy, right? Fantasy, right?
Yeah.
What's another one?
I don't know. Wait, hold on, because fairies are real, and so are elves.
So is Game of Thrones,
and so are kings and queens.
Game of Thrones is definitely fiction and fantasy, but they still made it look realistic, like it was a part of the time.
Vanessa, isn't it freaking amazing? Are you?
Yeah.
Isn't
Not a fan,
Landman
but I do like The Crown.
amazing?
There are a couple like historic fiction that I do like and enjoy. Like what's it, 11/26/99 or something? The one with James Franco, where he goes back.
Is that a movie or is that a series?
It's a series where he goes back in time for the JFK murder or whatever. Now that's historic fiction.
What LOTR is real is what Merlinda said.
I guess when it comes down to like what is the Bridgerton ages? The Dark Ages? Medieval ages?
No, when it comes Bridgerton, I think these are taking place in like the 1800s. Hey, can y'all tell me what Bridgerton is taking place on? I think it's the 1800s, right? 1800s?
If it's in that, then yeah, it's still historically wrong because they didn't treat blacks like that.
Did they say that they were going to, well, how did they treat them then?
Like slaves.
But then what about the royal...
That's fake.
The royals that's not. There's black people in history in England that were
Africa,
royals, that were families.
Yeah, in Africa.
And they were not slaves.
But they didn't, like, okay, some of it did, but they didn't treat them that way. They still thought.
Hey, Will!
They thought they were racist. They thought of people of color were beneath them.
Will!
All the countries.
Will, give me your 2 cents on this.
Yep.
Do you agree with Ando? I can't remember if it was in the 1800s. I don't know what timeline they're taking it from, but I'm assuming it's like 17 on up.
I just knew that
or
all of the royals
the 1500s
were racist,
on up.
And when they try to put like Hispanics or blacks or any people of color, like they respected them. No, they didn't.
Oh my gosh, I saw Pathfinder.
But like I do like the Asian dynasty. I feel like they portray their dynasty way more accurate.
Well, that's because that one has a lot of history, like documentation of the
Well,
East.
so does the medieval ages. They have documentation. They're just trying to fluff it up to.
First off, when you say medieval, like I think
Kings
of
and
kings and
queens.
queens and like
That's
all
it.
the swords and everything like that.
King
but
Louis,
who's to say that this is
Attila
like
the Hun, Genghis Khan,
King Louis for sure, and all his wives, the Boleyn sisters? I don't know.
Yeah, there's historic figures everywhere.
D. Meach, do you like the JFK one? Vanessa, are you loving Landman? Isn't it freaking
I love
awesome?
that, man. It's a good one.
Season 3 is coming out in November. Hey. Now that I know I was singing the song wrong the whole time, now that he's saying it like normal, I know what the words are. Hey. By the way, it was Selena Gomez who drove a Yukon. And guess who else was in Tucson? Selena. You heard it about Selena Gomez. I sang the whole part right here. I sang all of that wrong. I was just making up my own shit.
I wonder if he's gonna do what you said, like release the acoustic version where it's nothing but him singing without the chipmunk.
Because it sounded great the way that he sang it at the Grammys. Are we not going to talk? I got to talk about it. Bad Bunny having to wear a bulletproof vest at the Grammys because of all the death threats. Jeez. You what you want. Hey, do you hear about Justin Bieber leaving with a bus of girls for the Grammys? A lot of people said that it was Chris Brown's bus. I might say that it could have been, but I don't know. You know what that means? But it ain't Yellowstone, Levinci.
I feel bad for his kid because
Yo, I haven't seen Yellowstone yet.
I feel bad for his kid because like he's going through a lot personally.
Who?
Justin Bieber and his kids probably just living by the wayside. Like he's still too young, probably to understand everything. But
I don't think he fathers him.
But
like,
Justin
all the
Bieber
time,
probably
right?
isn't like the best
Haley?
dad in the world at all right now or at any
And
time.
Haley too.
Just because he probably has a lot of stuff going on. Not to say he's not a good dad when he's there every now and then. Just like most dads.
It's the Gina Lee Fuentes Show on Kiss 97.3.
Okay, so we've got two things to talk about in the dating scene that seem to, these seem to be a real big thing. So first, we're going to talk about the 6'7" dating trend. Do you know what the 6'7" dating trend is?
6'7". 6'7". I don't know. What is a 6'7"?
All right, so basically,
This is
6'7", the 6'7" dating trend. Now, this is according to relationship experts. The term refers to people describing themselves as a 6 in looks, but believing they can bring an overall value of their humor, their success, the emotional intelligence to a number 7. So, in other words, like, let's say you're a 5. You rate yourself, you're like, I'm not like super hot like a 10, but I'm a 5 or a 6.
Yeah.
But then you say, oh, but my humor, my job, my hair, my clothing, how I dress, that'll make me like a 7 or an 8,
Yeah,
is
me.
what they're saying.
That's what I do. And that's a perfect example of how I do my ratings.
And then they kind of overall bring like the personality and everything like that to bring it up to like an 8, 9, and also a 10.
Yeah, because my looks are like about a 6 or like 7.
Yeah.
And with my personality and everything else, it comes to like 7.5 to like 8.
Damn, that's all that it brings it up to? Like all the personality, the humor and all that? You just bring yourself up like a half a...
Yeah, and if I was a multimillionaire, put me up straight up to the 10.
Go ahead and just do that. Don't even ask questions. Put it up to a 10. Now, here's what everybody seems to be doing. Are we circling the block, y'all? What are we doing? Is it okay to hook back up with the ex? All right, so we already know that it's never okay to go back to the ex, but now we have to actually kind of put you through this because apparently along with the 6'7", you guys really aren't key to dating anybody new because of all the blasting on social media that goes on remember how we talked about the social media platforms like the T app or, are we dating the same guy? Are we dating the same girl? But these things are shying people away that they're spinning the block on old relationships now.
You got to.
They're having to spin the block. They said because in order to kind of keep it healthy to some degree, having some kind of connection in that way does kind of turn out to be okay, but just know that you're going to get hurt again in the end. Because they said even though you spin the block, sometimes it can work, but that percentage is like less than 1% to 2%.
Yeah, because it seems safe, right? To spin the block. You're like, well, let's give it one more go. But it didn't work out for the first time for a reason, right? Unless you kept
exactly.
going on and off.
They said if you are trying to get back with an ex right now, if you're spinning the block, they're calling it spinning the block.
Oh, yeah.
You have to realize, are you wanting to get back together? Are you wanting to just hook up with the ex? Are you feeling any kind of resentment or anger towards them that you're wanting to spin the block around to actually tell them off? Or are you unclear on why you broke up? The only reason that you should spin the block again is to actually have closure, not to actually hook up. But we're kind of going opposite. We're hooking up and not getting the closure and then messing ourselves up again in the long process.
That's
so
very true.
It's just really bad. I think the dating scene right now is very different.
Yeah, it really is.
That's why a lot of people are not dating, and those that are spinning the block.
And I also feel like a lot of people are dating because they're looking for someone to get taken care of. Well, that's coming from a guy perspective.
Why can't people just be honest? And if it's just dating to get married, why don't you just say that? Would that just scare you at the beginning?
Yes,
I'm dating to get married.
Yes, it would.
Really?
Yeah, because at this point, I was like, I'm not dating for that.
Well, then that's perfect. Then the person knows right off the bat that that's not what you want.
Yeah,
no time will be wasted.
Yeah,
if you're not dating to get married.
That means I have to lie just so I can get some.
Oh, great. Nobody wants that.
It's the Gina Lee Fuentes Show on Kiss 97.3.
I have to lie.
Yeah, I don't have to lie now. If they were up front the whole damn time, trust me, all my lies would be coming out.
What the?
What, cuh? Oh, shit. Yeah, I couldn't, like,
it's ridiculous. It's like pitch black. Like pitch black. Let me get it. Who's got a messy car? On the inside, not the outside, on the inside.
nah, not really. Mine just has a lot of dirt in it right now.
Do you have anything on the inside of the car? Paper, trash, bottles. We're talking like messy like that. Like on the floorboard, the back seat. Do you have shit all over the place?
Mine just has a bunch of dirt everywhere. Like lint and stuff that like just kind of comes out everywhere.
But you don't have like bottles or trash on the seat, trash on the floor, trash in the back, shirts.
Very minimum.
Shoes.
Minimum. Right now it's at the minimum. Usually, sometimes it does. There are days where my car, I'm like, bro, I got to clean out this whole thing. But everything kind of has like a purpose right now. I have my antifreeze in there. Got my jacket.
I picked up Ando this morning, you guys, and I told him yesterday when he asked me, or on Saturday, I told him, I was like, hey, I'm going to be there early, so get ready. And he was like, okay. Well, I texted him, I'm like, hey, I'm on my way, and I was early. Oh no, I'm running late. can you be late? I was like, no, I can't be late. We got to go. And then Mac gets out. I get there and I knock on the door, right? Endo didn't open the door, but I could hear Mac by the door going, outside the door.
Yeah, he whines if he knows someone's out there. Yeah, he only whines if he knows someone's out there. Or if
and then he comes out, you let him out, and he just sat there.
Yeah, because you called him. You're like, Mac.
Mac!
I'm like, bro, like,
don't bother him. And
yeah.
he just sat there.
Yeah, because he got distracted. Now he's thinking like he's gonna leave with you, and so he didn't even use the restroom. You like, now I gotta go home, and hopefully he didn't shit everywhere. Yeah, because usually nobody's out there when he's doing his business, so he just does his business and leave. Then when you said Mac, I was like, oh, he's gonna like get distracted.
Three.
Okay, I know everybody has something in their car that they just kind of leave on the inside, whether it's trash on the floor of the car on the inside. Maybe you got like water bottles, jackets or hoodies in the back seat, maybe a pair of tennis shoes.
I was about to say,
whole bunch of papers.
That's all I have is a bunch of clothes.
That's all you have is a bunch of clothes?
Yeah, like gym clothes or clothes I'm going to change out of. And I forget to take those out.
Well, here's the thing. It turns out your car's mess actually says a lot about the generation that you grew up in. Okay?
Okay, if it's really messy, you grew up in the 90s.
This is literally the best thing that Gen Z has out the park. Apparently, they know how to take care of a car.
I have never seen a car messier than someone who lives in the 80s or 90s. Nothing but bottles and everything.
Yeah.
Bottles everywhere.
Let's get through
There's
this.
movies on it.
Let's get through it. So Gen Z drivers rank as the cleanest and most tidiest drivers out of baby boomers, Gen X, and millennials. Okay?
They don't drive.
They don't use their car. Now, they clean out their trash pretty much all the time. They organize the interior. They keep clutter to a minimum. And they do this on a daily basis. Now let's go down to millennials.
Well, you got to remember, Gen Z doesn't probably have kids at this moment.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
Not
Gen
a lot
Z
of them.
is.
So, like, if you have kids, all of your cleanliness go out the window.
I feel like there's a lot of Gen Zers out there that have kids, at least in New Mexico.
Yeah, but their parents
New
are raising
Mexico, I don't
them.
know. Yeah, I don't know
So
how.
Gen X and Gen Boomers are raising their kids.
So let's go to millennials. Millennials, y'all had the dirtiest cars out of everybody. I don't know what happened.
We learned from our parents, our Gen X and Boomer parents.
Here's the thing. They said millennials try to balance the busy lifestyle, but in effort to do that, they got to throw everything in the car. The problem is when they throw it in the car, they really mean throw it in the car, let's go.
Yeah, that's how I do
Get in
it.
the car, go! And then they go and they leave the car messy, and they only clean it probably once every 4 months.
Very true. Oh my God. I haven't cleaned
Once
mine in like
every
6.
4 months.
Yeah,
The longest it can stay dirty is up to a year with no washing on the inside or outside, cleaning the interior or the out.
Actually, it's been a full year since I washed the outside of my car.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the interior has been about 6 months. But like I said, it's just a bunch of dirt and just like debris on the floor. It's not like messy. That's the thing. It's not messy. There's just debris.
I feel like this is pretty accurate for pretty much Gen X. Where my Gen Xers at, they land pretty much on reporting a clean car, but when they got to go, they got to go. In other words, oh my gosh, I'm in a hurry. They will just throw it in the car. But the sight of all of the mess as a Gen X person, like it will actually give you anxiety that you end up cleaning the car out as soon as you get home.
Yeah,
They said they keep pretty much Gen X is the one that's keeping tidier on a same level, but maybe not as good as Gen
What
Z.
about boomers? They can't drive?
Baby boomers. Here we go.
I think they're at that age where they get their license revoked, right? Because they can't see. They failed the eye test.
I don't know. Is there a cutoff, you guys,
Yes.
for elderly
Yes, there
driving? Is there really?
If you can't pass the eye test, you cannot drive. My grandmother went through that recently. My great grandmother, or actually my grandmother, yeah.
Do you have to test again as a senior? What?
She almost didn't get her license.
Whoa. How old is she?
She's in her 70s.
Oh my
Those are
gosh.
boomers, so.
I didn't know that.
So
Okay.
yeah, if you fail the eye test, you're not getting a license, and for good reason. Please get them off the road.
Baby boomers, let's talk about you. Meanwhile, you rank with your car being pretty tidy, not as tidy. You still have little nooks and crannies where you like to put a whole bunch of stuff in that you want to drive with. Like, in other words, your glasses. Say, you'll leave them in the nook in the car.
Purse.
Your coins are going to have to be in there. You have an area for your coins on here. It says they carry napkins in the car and also tissue. So they have things that kind of stay in the car. But they actually did come out pretty clean on this. But they still keep stuff in the car, if that makes any sense. But the dirtiest ones were the millennials because you guys are on the go. And Gen Z is the one that took it out the bank with having the cleanest car.
Oh, so what does that mean? That they just clean? Cool.
Means it's pointless because I don't know who put money into that survey.
It's the Gina Lee Fuentes Show on Kiss 97.3.
I guess what we can conclude is that Gen Z makes some really good Uber drivers. Always have a nice car.
Look at D Meech. D Meech goes, ever since I moved back to the res, I gave up because dirt and dust everywhere.
She's not lying.
$37 trips, Florida. My late grandma's still driving, even though she was in her 80s. Hey, I didn't know they got a retest.
Yep, you have to.
At what age?
Whenever your license expires, but after a certain age, they make you take an eye test because it really is dangerous. And I've seen like my grandparents drive at night, and it's bad because they can't see, and they really can't. And they lie to themselves because they want to be able to get to like drive themselves.
You know, that's like one of the scariest
It's very dangerous.
things. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, it is very dangerous.
Mama March, do you drive? Because Mama March, you're 80, right? I think you're just 80, or are you 81? Does Mama March drive? Good morning, Francine. Good morning. Good morning. We're driving out in front of me. That's some old geezer. Look at Melinda. It's an old geezer. Oh my God. Do you guys remember when that old lady swiped my car and she was like 87 driving? What the fuck? I was like, how did she do that? And then she said, oh, I didn't see her.
Yeah, because she's old and she can't see.
I don't think it's that. Like, I thought that you could still drive. I didn't think they took away your driver's license when you get older. That's not fucking fun.
They don't take it away. They'll just won't give you a new one.
So do you retest later on?
Yeah, you retest, and if I think
okay, so you can retest.
You can retest, but like a lot of people don't.
Oh my gosh, you got to get super famous so you could just have limo drivers. Fuck.
Yeah, Uber. You know, actually, you know what's kind of crazy?
81.
Yeah,
you damn right I drive. Look at Mama March.
Do not drive. Just like Chris Sumlin, Jay Still's cousin. He does not know how to drive. He's a grown ass man. He's 30 years old. Does not know how to drive. Chris Sumlin.
He doesn't know how to.
He doesn't know how to drive. He just takes Uber everywhere. I don't know what in his right mind.
Look, if you got the money for it, why not?
Yeah, like why you waste all that money like paying for Ubers, bro? But you know, he does it. You know, he lives in the city. I don't know how people can do that, man. I hate asking people for rides or bumming people for rides, man. That's like the worst. Asking someone for a ride, bumming a ride. I hate relying on people like to do stuff. So I'm always gonna drive. I'm always gonna try and do stuff by myself. But it works for him. How many of your kids don't know how to drive?
Blowing out dirt.
Or know someone that doesn't drive at all? That's surprising to me. He's the only person in my entire life that doesn't know how to drive.
Ew.
And he doesn't want to actively learn how to drive either. Chris.
I had no clue he didn't know. He's never gotten a driver's license?
Never. He has an ID.
He sounds like Nick.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, why do you just want to rely on people?
Tez Show on Kiss 97.3.
So, you know, we got Valentine's Day just creeping up a couple of days away. If you're smart, maybe your partner's going to let you celebrate it like the day after so you can afford everything. And then everything will be on sale. So here's the most and least romantic states. All right, and yeah, we're not on there, y'all, for the most romantic. That's for sure.
I can do that. I can. Yeah, it's because of me. Like, I'm part of the study.
Can somebody tell me why Alabama ranked number 1 as the most
really
romantic state?
Alabama?
Yes. Alabama.
Damn.
And then right behind it was South Carolina and Oklahoma.
Love, huh?
It literally, the top 3 for the most romantic states were Alabama, South Carolina, and Oklahoma.
It's kind of weird.
I was like,
so those are the least ones you said?
That's the most romantic.
Oklahoma? What are you going to go horseback riding?
I
Into the
don't
tornado?
know. Alabama ranked number 1 for the most romantic. Now let's go for the least romantic.
Taking them to the barbecue?
Nebraska took the top lead on that, coming in at number 2 was New Hampshire. Number 3 was Oregon. And yes, New Mexico is on the least romantic side of it.
Yeah, because we just smash.
Well, you know what? And that's what they had on here. They said the reason that states came in at number 1 for the most romantic was because there's overall the anniversary ideas, the love letters. They still send letters to each other, marriage proposals, everything. There's still romantic movies that they do together. That's what made Alabama hit number 1. Least romantic, that had to do with just the hookups. And that's purely what it was. It's not somebody looking for anything serious. When it was the least romantic states, that was why. Because everybody was in a hookup phase.
Yeah, that's the most romance I need. What more do you need from me for that? That's the
You don't
only
need
romance I
anything
need.
else. That's it. Every once in a while, we're good.
It's the Gina Lee Fuentes Show on Kiss 97.3.
The Gina Lee Fuentes Show. The Gina Lee Fuentes Show is Endo. Looks like we're making up for lost time.
It's so crazy because, like, I feel like you don't see a lot of Valentine's stuff out for Valentine's being so close.
Yeah, even with Valentine's Day, I really don't get those. I don't buy like flowers like that. I usually buy them like their favorite flower.
Wasn't
Like if they tell me their favorite flower, I'll buy it. And if
really?
Yeah, I'm more
Maybe naming off some
I'm more sentimental like that.
flowers.
Is that sentimental? What is that?
You're very attentive to what they say.
What's there's a word for it.
There's a word for it?
Where you can where you remember what they like sentimental. There's a word for sentimental.
Big Bang Son Love Bang?
I forgot. But yeah, I pay attention to those things because those little things do matter. And that's what I learned about women. Those small little things go a really, really long way. Like they mentioned this one thing that they liked back in 6th grade or something. Then you bring them a memory or nostalgia from there, then they'll love it. See, look at you're already smiling.
Well, yeah, because I was thinking of those charm necklaces that they used to have at Spencer's.
Yeah, and if someone just say you're dating someone and he brought that to you, you will like that.
Oh, I'd be so happy.
See, exactly. See, I know.
Super simple to please me.
I know how to do that.
Oh, give me littles? Everything Meanie brand? Absolutely. My collection is ridiculous. Basically, Ando listens and attention to detail. You know what, Tasha? He tries to act like a bad guy, but he's really a good guy. Yeah, I know.
No, but there's a word for it. Like, if you pay attention.
Attentive. You're attentive. You're attentive to your partner.
That is attentive, but there's a word for it. Sentimental.
You're attentive. It's coming up at 9:30, right? All right, Gen X and some baby boomers are feeling a certain type of way, and millennials included, about movies from the 80s being remade. So
Yeah.
actress Molly Ringwald, like literally Molly
Damn.
Ringwald was in everything,
I haven't
y'all.
heard that name in a long time.
16 Candles. She was in The Breakfast Club. She was in
Yeah.
Pretty in Pink. I mean, you also had movies like St. Elmo's Fire. Like, there were a lot of great movies that were made in the 80s. But Molly Ringwald is kind of stepping forward saying, you know what? I know that you guys are looking and talking about trying to do a Breakfast Club or a 16 Candles. Please don't. Don't redo them, because that's not what John Hughes wanted for any of his movies.
Doesn't matter. They're going to do it anyway.
They're going to do it anyway.
Well-
And I think she's saying that because I think the rumor is that Breakfast Club and 16 Candles and Pretty in Pink are all going to be redone. And I'm like, no, those are classics.
Yeah, you can redo them. We got to do them like in a modern way, right? Modern twist.
Yeah, but they did that with Footloose. And I didn't care for the new one. It was
Yeah,
all
they-
about the old one. The older one was all what it was about. Like, it was,
Gen X-
that was it.
Gen X is going to hate this, but I know they made a remake, and I like the remake
Which
of
one?
Can't Buy Me Love, but I like the,
That's the one with Nick Cannon and
yeah, it's Love Don't Cost
Christine.
a Thing.
Yeah, no, not my
I
thing.
liked it because it actually resonated with my generation, how we dressed, how we talked, how school and everything was in our time. So even though like the older generation didn't like it and thought it was a remake, I liked it.
Man, look, as long as you guys don't touch Urban Cowboy, we're good.
Yeah, we need it. We don't have.
And
we don't
here's what
want
I think.
another one
Okay,
of
look.
those. 'Cause if
Urban Cowboy, don't touch. The Breakfast Club, don't touch. 16 Candles, don't touch. Pretty in Pink, don't touch.
They did
I agree with Molly Ringwald on this.
They did the Jake Gyllenhaal one with what's the road one?
The road one.
Yeah, where he it's a remake. I gotta look it up real quick, but
Are you talking about the Patrick Swayze?
Yeah, what one was that called again?
Roadhouse. That's called Roadhouse.
Yeah, they made a remake of that, and that was actually a good one too.
I don't know, because I didn't even watch that. Like, any of the remakes that are coming out, like I didn't watch Love Don't Cost a Thing. I didn't watch that because I didn't care to.
I thought it was good. Yeah,
I didn't care to, but I get why she's saying that. But she also said it's out of respect for John Hughes movies because he did not want his films remade at all. And she agrees that they should be left alone. The problem is I think a lot of people are speaking to different people and saying, well, you know what, we can do a certain version of that, but you're still taking from John Hughes. And I think the estate, because I can't remember if he's alive or if he died. I can't remember. But the estate's going to come at you if you do. So I don't
we
know.
have the same kind of idea, and yeah, like those were good for its time too, because I don't think you could really remake 16 Candles.
You can watch those all the time and it's still going to make you laugh. Even Weird Science.
Yeah, it's okay.
Weird Science,
But,
all of those.
I don't think the generation now will really care for it.
I don't
'cause
think they
right
would
now
understand the
it's
humor
too
because it would
old.
be so offensive.
Because it's really sad. I'm only like 35, and I'm like trying to show these kids like what I used to watch: Rugrats, all these like young shows, cartoons that I like. They say it's old. They can't watch it. They're like-
Rugrats?
Yeah, like all the like Doug, Hey Arnold, all of my cartoons. They don't have the attention span for it
Daria?
because it
Daria?
looks
You guys remember Daria?
because the cartoons look too old.
Man, I don't know.
those are-
Technology is just going to go more advanced. And I mean, I agree, though, you shouldn't remake those movies. I mean, if they're classics and that's not what that director ever wanted, then don't do it.
Yeah, it takes a really good director to remake it and make it even better.
How do you make The Breakfast Club better? Like, The Breakfast Club is just The Breakfast Club. You know what I mean? 16 Candles
you're
and
speaking
Pretty in
from
Pink.
your generation.
Yeah, it
There's
is
a
my
newer
generation.
that's coming up
It is.
that can relate with the same kind of issues and problems like the Breakfast Club did and like 16 Candles, right? They can have different humor.
They could.
'cause,
I
like,
mean, but
gonna,
let's be truthful. Like, if they were to do a remake on any of these, am I going to check it out? Absolutely, because I will be curious. But am I going to probably like it? Probably not.
yeah, because my teen shows were pretty bad. Like American Pie, he tried to compare that with 16 Candles.
Yeah,
That
there's no
was
comparison
close.
on that one.
That was like
there's no
supposed to be
comparison.
our 16 Candles.
No, there's no
That was
comparison on
supposed
that.
to be our 16 Candles. It just went way left.
Way left. All right, stay in because we are about. Damn, that time got me. Flew. Here we go.
Lee Fuentes Show, Kiss 97.3.
So much happened. Let's get right into it. Mariah Carey is now being criticized and slammed over lip syncing during the opening ceremony for the Winter Olympics. I'm like, y'all, she did sing. It was just, she sounds exactly like her tracks. Can we just put that out there? She was live, but it was also a song in Italian, you guys. She sings with her backup vocals of herself behind her. So it did look like she was lip syncing, but she was singing live, and they complained about how she was just standing there. I'm like, it's Mariah Carey.
Yeah, what do you expect?
You're not going to get a show from her. You're just going to get the voice.
Yeah, why was she even there to begin with?
Because they invited her.
Yeah,
but if you're going to complain about how
exactly.
she's saying, why didn't you just get somebody from Italy to sing the opener, and then you wouldn't have anything to complain about?
Yeah, because they don't got talent like Mariah Carey does. So.
I know that's right, right?
Like, who's the best Italian singer out there, huh?
I have no clue.
Are they better than Mariah Carey?
Probably
I don't know.
not.
I can't tell you, huh?
Mariah Carey fan right here. Little John's son, Nathan James, did pass away, 27 years old. He was running out the house with no shirt and no shoes on, I believe it was on Wednesday or on Tuesday. I can't remember. He just went missing, and he wasn't far from home. They found him in the pond. 27 years old. He had graduated from NYU, New York University.
They found him in a pond?
They found him in the pond Friday morning, and they don't believe there was foul play. And I'm like, how are y'all going to say there was no foul play? Although he did run out the house with no shirt and no shoes. He also was a DJ, came out with a single called Move Through the Fire in 2020 after shortly graduating from school, but no word on what led him to the situation that they found him in. Now, speaking of situations that people are being found in, nothing on Nancy Guthrie. And of course, Savannah Guthrie over the weekend, I believe she had said that they would pay the $6 million in Bitcoin just to get their mother back. And she was like, it'll be done. But here's what's kind of strange. They're now checking the property, and they're looking for Nancy Guthrie inside of the septic tanks. So I was like, that's kind of strange. Although, you guys, when this started, it was a weird story to begin with. But I honestly don't think she's live. I think something is going on, but I also think this is something that's close to home. Meaning that somebody knows something, they're not saying anything. And I mean, all that speculation of the brother-in-law and the other sister, I don't know. Now let's get down to Bad Bunny. When he was at the Grammys, if you guys noticed, his shirt and his jacket looked like it didn't fit. Well, guess what? He had a bulletproof vest on. He had gotten so many death threats about doing the halftime performance for the Super Bowl that his management and the label made him wear, for his own protection, and had to sit alone because they didn't want anybody to get hurt, because apparently they were getting tip-offs left and right about Bad Bunny being in danger. So that's why he looked very uneasy at the Grammys, and that's why when Lady Gaga came up to him and said hello, it startled him because he had been getting really, really bad threats. Now that's leading up to the Super Bowl halftime performance. He's getting trashed left and right. He deleted his Instagram. It's no longer able, there's nothing on it. He deleted everything off. So here's the thing. He does that when he has a new project coming on, but I think it's the backlash. It's tremendous that he is going through. Because not only did he have to deal with the death threats, he did a performance fully in Spanish, but what I loved about it is the takeaway on that performance was how Latino families are. We are about our family. We are about wearing the jewelry. We are about the bodegas. We are about like the food, everything like that. He showed the culture of Hispanic people. Cardi B was on that stage. Karol G was on that stage. You couldn't tell. They blended in with everybody. They were dancing. Representation of all of the Spanish-speaking countries. And I thought it was a great performance. I loved it. I loved the vibe of it. But it got slammed by President Trump chimed in, of course, saying that it was the worst one ever. It doesn't signify what the United States is. It was just so bad for Bad Bunny in the very end. That couple really did get married on stage. They had been inviting Bad Bunny to come to the wedding. He was like, no, better yet, I'll just have you guys get married on the stage. It was a great halftime. Lady Gaga, everything. And of course, I think the only drama with Cardi B, because now her and Stefan Diggs unfollowed each other. I guess they broke up after the baby. I don't know what's going on, but guess what? I don't think they're together.
And as we talk about the big game, they actually broke it to us on Good Morning America that Bad Bunny traveled the whole field, which is actually more yards than the Patriots rushing.
Yes,
rushing
it was
the whole
awful.
game. And while the Patriots lost, so did So did Drake. He lost $1 million betting on the Patriots. So good luck, buddy. Enjoy that.
Pay up.
I do not like the Patriots.
Gotta pay up.
Gotta pay up there, Drake. And actor Timothy Busfield, he's been indicted on child sex abuse charges. So he is now formally charged here in New Mexico, and a grand jury has indicted him on 4 counts of criminal sexual contact with a child. And the indictment happened on Friday, and it said it is expected the case. Of course he's 68 years old, but it's gonna proceed with the trial. So we're gonna have to follow up on this as it develops, and we'll get the results.
Are they gonna have the trial in New Mexico?
Probably,
Do we know?
Most likely, yeah.
Wow, you guys, this is just crazy. It's just gonna turn over in a different direction.
It's the Gina Lee Fuentes Show on Kiss 97.3. FA Albuquerque. You're waking up with the 505's live and local morning show. The Gina Lee Fuentes Show with Ando. Kiss 97.3. Don't answer the phone.
Hola, this is Carmen.
It's another Carmen call on Kiss 97.3.
Hello?
Hola, my name is Carmen, and I'm calling with the Big House Used Car Lot. Can I please speak to Kalia?
Yes, this is Kalia.
I'm here with your cousin Stefan, and he's put you down as a reference.
Oh, no. What?
No, he did. Yes. He
Okay.
said that you'd be able to verify that he is currently employed.
Oh, no. He's not. I don't even know. How did he get my information?
What do you mean? How did he get your information? He's your cousin.
No, but you said he put me down as like a reference.
Yes, a reference, exactly, so that you can verify his employment and that he has cash reserves and that you will be co-signing in case he can't make the payment.
Oh, no, I will not. And listen, I'm not co-signing. You should not give him a car. He does not have cash reserves. He cannot be trusted.
Wait, but
Okay, I gotta go. Bye.
no, wait. Hello?
Hello?
Hola, this is Carmen. Can I please speak to Kalua?
What? No, Kalia.
Oh, Kalia. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm thinking about what I'm going to do after work. I told your cousin that you said that you weren't going to co-sign and that he was unemployed and broke. And he's now starting to throw a tantrum and we can't get him under control.
I don't care. You need to call the police. They need to
What do you
handle
mean
him.
you don't care? This is
He
your
out of
family.
control.
This is your
You gotta
family.
watch out. No, he is not legit, okay? And if he's gonna get you in trouble.
What do you mean he's going to get? What do you mean he's going to get me in trouble? He told me he was going to take me for a ride after he got the car.
Oh yeah, he's gonna take you for a ride,
Yes.
and then you're gonna find yourself in some alley talking to some bum.
That is crazy because that's exactly what I was going to be doing
Bye-bye.
after work
Call
while
the
sipping Kahlua. Hello?
Hello?
Hola, this is Carmen. Good news. Because you're co-signing, your cousin has been
not
approved to buy a car.
co-signing. This is fraud. I'm gonna call Carmen. I'm gonna report you. Matter of fact,
Listen,
this is
I'm married. I know when a man is lying to me. He seems very honest.
He's a liar. He's a liar. He needs to be locked up. Bye-bye.
Wait, he's been locked up? No wonder I was attracted to him. Oh, oh my goodness.
Carmen calls. Weekday mornings with the Gina Lee Fuentes Show. Kiss 97.3.
Hey.
Know what I mean? Where's my nail clipper? I have a hangnail. Ugh.
Why don't you just bite it off? Rip it off and just watch it bleed. Damn, my nails are so dirty this morning.
Sicko.
I was working on my car, all this grease and all this gunk.
Good Lord.
Yeah, look at that gunk.
Where did it go? It's going to bug me because it's going to pull back and then I'm going to be upset. Oh, it's right.
I did like what, $900 worth of repairs this weekend.
You did $900 worth?
Now I need to do another $900 worth to the other side. But the other side's so annoying. I can't reach it. I feel very productive this past weekend. Exhausted, but productive. Now I just gotta clean, which is the annoying part.
Mac was just sitting there when you let him out. He was like this. Hey, Macaroozers. And he just, but he didn't hear where it came from. He didn't hear where it came from.
Yeah, distracted him. He's like,
Don't say his name.
Yeah. You know who's actually live as we are live? Don Lennon.
What happened?
He's on Twitch.
What happened?
Don Lennon is on Twitch.
On whose Twitch?
His own Twitch.
Should I know this person?
He used to be the reporter on CNN, remember? Don
Oh,
Lennon.
the one that got sued?
It's the Gina Lee Fuentes Show on Kiss 97.3.
You know, I don't know if it's the same for everybody, but if you've never been married, the thought of marriage kind of is a little scary. It doesn't even matter how old you are at this point. In the time that we're living in, getting married is actually why you doing it. Pretty much is what a lot of people are saying. So they looked at the science behind this as to why people are getting married now, and it's all financial. That is it. That's the end of story. It is a financial move, and that's it. It's not for love. It's not for actually trying to grow old with somebody. It is a financial move more than anything than ever. Because right now, if you're single in the United States, you really can't afford to live on your own.
Yeah, because
Let's be real.
And quite honestly, I don't know the benefits of being married besides the taxes, right?
Always having sex if you wanted to. Well, not to say that they're going to give it up.
Yeah, because there's plenty of loveless marriages out there where they haven't had sex in like 4 years or something. Or they get it once a year. That sounds sad to me.
Here's the thing about this, you guys. Like, when they looked at it, getting married, yes, there are people that marry for love. But when I read how high of a percentage of people that are just doing a financial transaction, and that's it, y'all, it's over 58%. It's 58% of people are just actually getting married just for the money.
Yeah, where are they at? Because I don't know anybody that has money that's going to help me.
They said married people tend to kind of report, yes, the financial side of it is going to help tremendously, but your emotional satisfaction is going to be missing if you're solely doing it for a financial transaction. So if you're doing it for that, you're going to be missing the key point of everything. Not only that, it's a quicker death. Because you're not, in general, like it's going to be a quicker death because you're going to be so unhappy if it's just a financial transaction.
You're stressed
and you
out.
don't have any kind of actual feelings or love. Like, I'm going to stay committed to you. I'm not going to cheat on you, because people aren't doing that. Like, people are actually cheating that are married because they're not happy in their marriage, but they can't, quote unquote, afford to leave the relationship. Too much is tied in. Houses are tied in. Cars are tied in. Accounts are tied. Once everything starts getting intertwined, they don't know how to get out, and it's a quicker death because you're not happy.
Yeah, because you also don't want to take half either, because one person thought they put more work into the company than the other, or just say the marriage than the other. And they don't want to ruin all their finances for, what, a marriage?
I guess so. I don't know. Here's the thing, though. If you're single and you've never been married, but being on your own, you're feeling the pressure of this economy. It doesn't matter who you are. If you're single, you're having to put your pennies together. I got to make sure I get this paid. I'm not going to pay this, but I'm going to pay this. You're actually having to divide everything and figure out what's going to get paid and what's not.
Yeah, and like right now, it's probably hard to go on a date with all the financial strain. You know, you want to go somewhere nice, meet up with someone, because you also don't know if they're going to pay their way, so you might have to pay theirs.
Right. No, absolutely. But here's the biggest takeaway from the whole thing. They said, even if you get married and it's a financial transaction and you feel secure and you're like, okay, I do care for them. I do love them. Chances are you're doing it just for finances. It's not going to last. They said the science behind this is, yes, you need to be married to somebody that you love as well and you're attracted to. And if you're on your own, it is harder in the state of America right now, in the state that we are in financially as a country, to actually be a single person, having rent, having a mortgage, having a car payment, having bills on top of it. You can't do it. You end up having to do things on your own. You have your own garden in your backyard. You're growing your own stuff. You're fixing your car on your own. You're not taking it in because it's a financial move. You're having to take shortcuts on everything. They said if you get married, good luck. But if you're doing it solely for the financial transaction, you're in trouble.
Thank you so much for this, because I am not going to get married anytime soon.
Dude, the struggle's going to stay, right? And the struggle is real.
It's the Gina Lee Fuentes Show on Kiss 97.3. The most money in the 505 is back.
Let's go. Y'all ready?
Kiss 97.3's 1K Kiss Cash. Listen for the Kiss Cash keyword weekdays at 7 a.m., 11 a.m., 3 p.m., and 5 p.m. Enter the keyword at mykiss973.com. The more keywords you enter, the better your chance of winning. Ball out with the 1K Kiss Cash on Kiss 97.3. Must be 18 years or older to play. This contest is being conducted by a large number of radio stations nationwide. 2 winners chosen per week. For complete contest rules, visit mykiss973.com.
Cardi next. I guess I don't run out of options. Can't keep fantasizing. I'm calling you so we can lock in. But you call me toxic. I can love Chris Brown, but I can't believe he said what he said. Damn. Sounded like a little hater.
He did.
He really did. He was like, now they really need me. I'm like, calm down.
Yeah, I know.
And Jay-Z's in charge. You're not going to be the one. Do you think that Jay-Z would ever pick him?
Yeah. I think it will.
I think he's actually going to be chosen for next year.
I think so, too.
I think so.
Because I don't know anybody that can top that. Especially with Bad Bunny. He's the biggest selling artist of last year and just in general.
Have you noticed that they haven't gone with a country artist or a rock artist in a really long time?
Yeah, because it's Rock Nation now. They're trying to get new viewership from a different audience. Because the people that are already watching football are already going to be watching the country acts and everything. They're already going to show up to the Super Bowl anyway. So they're trying to find a broader audience, and they wanted the Latino audience because they want to start doing more games overseas. Brazil, well, they speak Portuguese there, but like Mexico, Brazil, all the Spanish speaking companies, they want to be able to send the games off there.
So what, we'd be playing the world?
They wanted to they want to expand to the world. That's what they're really trying to do. That's why they go to London, Paris. What did they go? Saudi Arabia. Did they go Saudi Arabia?
Are there football players in Saudi Arabia?
No, they sent our teams there. They sent the whole football team over there.
To play a game in other countries. Oh, but we're playing against the United States teams?
Yes. So there are some countries that
I got it now.
There are some countries that are starting
next year's going to be AI Merlinda.
But their teams aren't as good. They can't compete. That's why it is funny saying world champions, because we're the only country in the world.
We're only
that
playing
plays
ourselves
football.
in the world. We're only playing ourselves.
Same thing with NBA, but they go to the Olympics at least. Hey, we should change it to the Olympics. Isn't it like all day and all night now?
Hey, who switched this to KLVO?
I don't know. But hey, is the Olympics People in the chat, is the Olympics all day and all night? Because if not, we're gonna switch the channel and watch it all day and all night.
Yo, we got KLVO's board. I can't switch it.
Call Diego. Call James.
I was gonna say I'm gonna call a real engineer.
well, they're training him, so.
How the fuck did that happen?
Let me
Now
see.
I can't hear my audio.
Let me check. Cut.
It's on the other radio station. It's on KLVO. I've never seen KLVO on our board ever. You're stupid. Hurry up. Damn. Look it. It says KLVO. It says, what station is that? Radio Lobo.
Oh yeah, I don't know. What the fuck is that?
I don't know, but how do you get it off? I touch nothing. It doesn't go back to the, no, it's not. Look, because I can't.
Oh yeah, that's hot spare.
Yeah, that's hot spare. I can't listen to any of the shit I'm about to play. What did you just do? Why did it switch like that? I don't know what I'm doing. All right, Tom. Gracias. Every time. Vanessa said Pittsburgh played in Ireland this season. How come I don't remember that? Who did they play?
They used to have Galaxy and these other like amateur teams, but do they still have Galaxy and all of them? Let's go Galaxy.
Galaxy Glue. Galaxy Glue. You guys remember that? Merlinda! Do you remember what movie that is? Will, y'all remember that? Galaxy Glue? And she shrinks to this big and she lives in a Barbie house. You guys remember? Andrew on mute. It's because he switched the board. Oh, wait, we're letting those go back to back. Every time. Mexico. I'd never heard that before,
Hurley, New
Valentino.
Mexico? You never
Hurley.
been-
Where the hell's Hurley?
I don't know. Is that where they made that T-shirt from?
Oh, my God. Is that the Hurley brand?
I don't know. Could be. That's what I thought when I heard it.
Vanessa, I know. My computers are always breaking. It's not my fault, though. Not one damn time. Computers from, like, fucking 1989.
Gina Lee Fuentes show with Endo. The Gina Lee Fuentes show with Endo. The Gina Lee Fuentes show with Endo.
It's the Gina Lee Fuentes Show on Kiss 97.3. Kiss.
That sounds like a double play to me. Are they calling? How long do I have? Hey, did the phones get jacked up again? Because I saw that email that came through
I don't know.
from James.
We had Will this morning.
What's going on?
Why?
Are yours? Mine
What?
are not.
Yeah, no.
There it goes. There it goes. I think they jammed it. Check 1, 2. Give me a mic check.
Check.
Good morning, Kiss 97.3. Hi, what's your name? Hey, you're qualified. Woo!
That's right. You're officially qualified to see Cardi B live on March 1st for the Little Miss Drama Tour with the airfare, the hotel, the car, and also the tickets to the show. You want to guess, if you win, who are you taking to the show with you?
My sister, it's her birthday today.
Hey, well, congratulations.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday to your sister. And hopefully you guys win because we're getting a winner this week. So congratulations on qualifying.
Yay, thank you so much.
All right, sweet. Let me get some information from you and then we'll put you in the system. All right, 1 second.
Jesus bloody shoes, hit the school, I can get them both, I don't wanna choose, and I'm quick, cutting off, so don't get comfortable, look, I don't dance now, I make money move, say I don't gotta dance, I make money move, if I see you now speak, that means I don't with you, I'm a boss, you a worker, I make bloody moves, if you a you get popped. You a goofy, you a op. Don't you come around my way. You can't hang around my block. And I just check my account. Turns out I'm rich. I put my hand above my hip. I bet you dip, he dip, she dip. I say, I get the money and go. This is hot like a stove. My glitter is gold. Tell that little bitch her roll. I just a rope and no rolls. I just came up in a rave. I need to fill up the tank. No, I need to fill up the safe. I need to let all these know they none of the safe. I go to dinner and steak. Only the real can relate. I used to live in the peace. Now it's a crib with a gay. Rolly got charms, the life frosted flakes. Hard to let these know. Just in case these forgot. I just wanna check the mail. Another check from Mona Scott. You can fuck with me if you wanted to. These expensive, these is red bottoms, these is bloody shoes. Hit the school, I can get them both. I don't wanna choose, and I'm quick cutting. So don't get comfortable. Look, I don't dance now. I make money move. Say I don't gotta dance. I make money move. If I see you now speak, that means I don't with you. I'm a boss, you a worker. I make bloody moves. Bloody moves.
Are you serious?
The most winning in the 505 happens on Kiss 97.3.
This is Prada.
Hey, you're qualified. Woo!
That's right. You're officially qualified to see Cardi B live on March 1st for the Little Miss Drama Tour with the airfare, the hotel, the car, and also the tickets to the show. You want to guess, if you win, who are you taking to the show with you?
My sister, it's her birthday today.
Hey, well, congratulations. Happy birthday to your sister, and hopefully you guys win because we're getting a winner this week. So congratulations on qualifying.
Yay, thank you so much.
It's the Gina Lee Fuentes Show on Kiss 97.3.
Gotta word your shit right, you know?
Word it right, son. She said, take your time. What's the rush? Oh my God. I did not realize that Leon Thomas was like from England or something.
A different country?
Yeah. Because he has like an England accent, a UK accent. And I was like, wait, what? Unless he was faking.
Like Idris Elba, who? Idris Elba and Shaggy?
Yeah. He
Idris
sounds like
Elba,
that.
Idris Elba has a really good American accent,
Yeah.
but he actually speaks like British. And just
I
like
was a pardon Lemois.
like Shaggy, like he said that he actually developed
Shaggy
that-
from Scooby Doo?
No, from the singer.
He's from Jamaica.
No, he's not. He actually adopted the accent from when he was in the army. He
You're a
doesn't talk like
liar.
that.
I don't believe you.
Swear to God, he actually.
Show me the details.
Yeah, he actually brought it up on a. He said, "Do you know that's not my accent? I got it when I was in the military. We made
So he's
fun-
an American?
We made, yeah. He said he made fun of it because they were not made fun of it, but he adopted an accent in the military, and he used it, and that like put him to stardom.
What? So he's not?
Yeah, you want to hear it? See what you want to hear? Yeah, I'll play it. It's on TikTok.
Where?
Let's see. How do you turn the volume on here?
Do a British accent, Melinda? I don't know why you want me to do it, but I will.
See here.
I love that accent.
Means the drill instructors would go, "Hey, boy, drop and give it 20. Let's go, boy." And I would mock them as a form of joking, because it motivated, your platoon. I just sang that song in that voice. Smile upon her face, but no she please. Yeah, one time, Mr. Lover. Yeah. But I got this voice by mocking drill instructors in the military. Because in the Marines, the drill instructors would go, "Hey, boy, drop and give it 20. Let's go, boy." And I would mock them as a form of joking, because it motivated, your platoon. I just sang that song in that voice because, it sounded cool. And all of a sudden, "Oh Carolina" blew up, and now I'm faced with a situation that I'm going to have to sing every song like that. If you listen to songs like "Big Up" or "Mumpy," those songs are sung in a different voice than "Oh Carolina." "Girl, if you fall down your buff expense," is a different tone. It is not the same tone as I would on, "Oh Carolina." Those songs. Yeah. But I got this voice by mocking drill instructors in the military. Because in the Marines, the drill instructors would go, "Hey, boy, drop and give it 20. Let's go, boy." And I would mock them as a
Ow.
Yeah, see, I told you. He actually brought it up and said it himself.
I'm going to just go ahead and talk in a British accent from here on out.
You could.
Or do I sound like I'm from like somewhere else? I cannot believe that. Sir Anthony Hopkins, too. Shaggy Scooby-Doo. Wait, so it's a fake accent? What about, what's his name? Sean Paul.
No, his is real. He actually talks like that. I've heard him talk, and I'm like, I can't understand one bit.
Huh. I think I could do a whole show in like
I couldn't.
in an accent of like from England.
I couldn't. I would have to prepare for a movie role to do the whole show like that.
You could do it. Hey.
But that's crazy, huh? You would never thought that.
I never thought that Shaggy. I had never seen that.
Yeah, I was like, damn, like all of it was fake. My whole 90s growing up was fake. Mr. Boombastic.
It was a lie.
But he fooled everyone. And quite honestly, there was a documentary on it. He said that here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, this is where his song blew up. You remember what's the song? It Wasn't Me? That's when Napster came out, and that song blew up. And when he came here to New Mexico, he said it was the craziest thing that he's ever seen in his life. People were lined up around like the streets just to see Shaggy. He said that like LimeWire, Napster, and all that put that song. People in Hawaii played it before the label even released it.
That has to make sense as to why he was so grateful when he performed at our Power Jam in El Paso, Texas for Power 102. Like,
and it
was so down to earth and taking pictures with like everybody.
That album went diamond. It was sold 1 billion copies. And this is before this is when people were actually buying records. So, man, he's probably set for life.
For life.
But he said, yeah, here in Albuquerque, Mexico, song got leaked. The whole world heard it, but he came here first, and it was pandemonium, he said, when he first came out.
Pandemonium?
It's the Gina Lee Fuentes Show on Kiss 97.3.
All right, do you guys remember me talking about AI and how much water it takes to get AI going? And like it could go around it's like an ocean It uses like an ocean or something like that. It's like a ridiculous amount of water.
Yeah, and they said it's bad for our power grid too.
Super bad.
This is too much energy, and we don't have enough energy here in the United States to power it all.
So here's the thing. AI is not going anywhere. AI is just getting more advanced, more advanced, more advanced. And we got to get used to it to some degree for those of you that don't want to mess with technology. But they wanted to put it out there as to why AI is using so much water.
You know, and actually it was crazy. We found out that there's an AI radio station. We tuned into it, and it sucks.
It really did. I was really in shock when you sent that out and you're like, hey, AI radio station. And then we listened to it and we're like, well, the music's bad. And then you heard the DJ and you're like, it's even worse.
Yeah, 'cause
it was bad.
It sounds
so fake. It sounds
scripted.
so fake.
Yeah, it sounds extremely scripted, and the voice that they use, it's actually from a real
DJs. Yeah, it's real DJs.
People that you know. So I get the idea, but I think it's going to fall flat for the next 10 years.
So here's the thing, you guys. Okay, so they wanted to put it out there as to why AI is taking up so much water. I didn't realize that they were building the buildings to house the software for AI. It's like a huge warehouse. It's a huge warehouse computer. Okay, we're talking about like humongous warehouse for this AI. And to keep this computer cool, they have to run the AC.
Oh, yeah.
So not only is that the electricity, but they also have water, I guess, stations around the computer building.
You know, China did it better. They actually put their hard drives or whatever, their systems underneath the ocean.
That was smart.
Yeah, because it always stays cool there. They don't have to spend any money on cooling
Why
costs.
didn't we do that?
Because we're not smart like them.
I'm telling you, something's going to give.
Because we have regulations here. They don't regulate anything over there.
Radiation to the fish don't even look like fish.
Yeah, so that's what they tell you. Watch out where you get your fish from.
But they wanted to study the stress of this, of AI in general. They put it out there, said, okay, this is why it's taking up so much water. We're not, doing anything other than trying to keep the entire humongous computer cool that generates it. But we're using AI to a really crazy degree. You're building stuff, you're doing stuff. All kinds of stuff. Now, the stress of AI, how bad is it? It's pretty bad because people are now stressing their jobs because now jobs are being replaced left and right.
Woo.
They said by 2027, pretty much about like 20% of the workforce, those jobs in that 20%, whichever ones get affected first, those are going to be the first ones to go come 2027. 2027 is right around the corner. It's literally right around the corner if you think about it. We're going through these months so fast. We're already getting ready to go into the middle of February by this weekend. Like, it's ridiculous. But they said the stress of it is you can't control it.
Yeah, and can we reuse the water or no?
No.
So it's contaminated. Once it's used?
It's used. It's done.
They can't recycle the water?
I'm assuming they can't. I think that's what's making it bad.
It's like, it's just like having ocean water. You can recycle it, but it's going to take thousands upon millions of dollars to do it.
It's just one of those things. I mean, AI is what it is, but the fact that we are just using it and advancing it, I don't think we're prepared for what we're about to do, which is probably run out of water.
Yeah, because that's really bad.
Yeah.
Because we need our water, especially in New Mexico. We're in drought every year.
I mean, I know that under where we are right now, like ocean water, a certain depth into the Earth's crust, but I mean, we're not there yet. I mean, we're going to end up destroying our own planet, continuing with AI.
Oh, we're doing it right now.
Doing it right now. As we speak.
It's the Gina Lee Fuentes Show on Kiss 97.3.
Poor Bad Bunny. I feel so bad for him right now.
Why?
Because they're trashing him to no degree.
It doesn't matter.
And they're saying he's not a U.S. citizen, and he is. And it's just so sad.
I feel the same way.
That he deleted all his social media.
It's not going to do anything. It's just going to make his career even better.
I hope so.
Because, he reached a huge audience, and people are going to wonder what those songs were. I knew 95% of them. But that's the kind of performance you need, is someone that, like, you actually know all their songs. I personally, you probably didn't know majority or any of them.
I knew nothing of them. All I knew was "Say Cheese." That was it. Un selfie. Say cheese.
You don't even know what he's saying, but you know.
But
the vibes.
I danced. I got it. I had heard them before. I know the songs. I just don't know the lyrics. I mean, that's it. Like, I knew the songs he played, but I just didn't know the lyrics.
Did you see?
Julian plays those songs day in, day out.
Did you see that AI.com? There was an AI.com ad. Actually, I'll probably look it up right now.
AI.com.
Yeah, AI.com.
Don't look at it. It's porn.
AI.com. I'm doing it. Oh, claim your handle. Launch your AI. Oh, wow. What is this? Oh, I'm signing up right now.
Of course you are.
What is AI.com? Let me put that.
Malibu's most wanted. Peekaboo. Soapbox. I think I'm just going to go ahead and talk like this all day because I actually enjoy the way that I sound.
Personal AI agents.
Accents.
Rather than acting as a chat box, these agents are designed to independently execute tasks such as sending messages, organizing work.
You just made money for them because you clicked on it.
Across various apps.
What does it do?
The platform focuses on AI that operates on users' behalf to perform
we did
actions
fine before AI got into the picture. Don't you think?
So it doesn't just answer questions; it actually does tasks for you.
I just think it's creepy. Like, I don't like AI.
Yeah, I think it's only creepy because we don't know how to use it, like in the way we want to use it. That's why I think it's creepy, because if I can't utilize it the way I need to utilize it, then it scares me because I don't know what I'm doing.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. I just don't really care for AI. Like, even like the Alexas and the Google stuff, like those devices in your house. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Don't like it. Like, we were doing fine before we got all this shit.
This would be like for like more like management, like for people scheduling timesheets. What does it say it's going to do? Because I'm trying to think what I would use it. Yeah, organizing work, sending messages. If you have an email, they'll do it for you. If you'll probably write the email, then the chat bot will release it at a certain time. I don't know.
That is so messed up, Valentino. Are you serious? I mean, even in speaking Spanish, like in public, a lot of people are shying away from doing that because, you know, you got agents all over the place. But I just think it's so sad. Like, I don't know what's going on with the hate, the level of hate that we have in this country right now, but it is through the roof, higher than any other time. We're probably not any other time, but we're like, let me go ahead and retract that. We had some rough shit back in the day, but damn, we're right up on that alley right there.
Yeah, like, oh, you mean, you know,
this is first off, this is why we don't talk politics.
Is it
we'll
worse
fuck
than
shit up real quick.
segregation?
Nah,
Is it worse than
we had bad stuff back in the day, but I feel like that's where we're heading right now.
Dr. Martin Luther King is here? No.
That's why we don't do politics. We'll fuck that shit up real quick. Oh my God.
It's the Gina Lee Fuentes Show on Kiss 97.3.
I could totally say that I know somebody in this building, and that person is Kramer that does this.
Our sales guy, what does he do?
All right. So they said if you want to start your day off getting right out the gates, getting your work done, and you want that peace before other people come into the building, you need to arrive at work 40 minutes to an hour early. Just to have the peace so that way you're not distracted. Nobody else is beside you. Our Kramer, our sales guy, gets here at like 6:50. And the rest of the sales team, well, they don't come in. But
coming in early
the ones that do come in at like 8 or 9.
Yeah, coming in early gets me upset. Like, it's not going to make me any more peaceful because I'm going to be dragging my ass the whole 40 minutes that I'm here early.
The 40 to an hour, okay, 40 minutes to an hour that you arrive early lets you sit there in peace. You don't have to deal with anybody asking you questions or people you don't like in the work environment, people who are bickering amongst each other. You can actually get your work done, and you will be able to leave the job faster than it is if you show up at the time everybody else shows up.
Yeah,
because everybody slacks off. Everybody slacks off, guaranteed.
Not all the time, because some people show up late for a reason. I will give an example. Our GM, Luke, I feel like he shows up at the time he shows up, like around now, because
he dodges all the drama.
Because even if you show up early, people are going to come get you. You know, like if you show up like earlier than you should, people will still come to your office if they know you're in the office.
Like the level of stress that
and then that takes
He
away,
has, yeah.
and that takes away from your 40 minutes because once people know you're in the building, people are gonna flood to you.
It's really interesting, like, you know, because on here it says you'll be able to leave work sooner, but you'll have a mental sharpness that other people around you are not going to have because you have that time alone to get your work done. You got in, you dove in, you got it done before all the drama walked through the door.
Yeah, honestly, I don't really get that much done if I show up too early because I start dragging my feet just like when I'm at home.
Just
I'm
sitting
like,
there.
yeah, oh man, I can't believe I woke up 30 minutes early. I'm going to get to work early. And I don't. I just start dragging my feet even more. I think that's just a discipline problem.
But they said if you want to avoid the drama, you want to get it done, you want to get out of work early, that's if your job allows you to actually leave and come and go as you please.
And here's a perfect example.
That it's perfect for you.
Because some people actually do this. We have Melinda in the chat says, I'd rather spend that time in the line in Starbucks. And that's very true because, you know, if you have the extra time, you're like, oh, I didn't know I have extra time. I'm going to go get myself a breakfast burrito.
Guys,
Let me
if
get
I
myself
didn't-
a coffee.
Yeah, if I didn't have to show up like at the time I do, or if I did, what would I be doing? I'd be sitting here doing nothing.
Yes.
If I showed up 40 minutes early, I'd probably just be listening to music.
Yeah, you'd be doing nothing anyway.
40 to an hour or two early? Come on now.
Yeah, because at most we need at least 15 minutes of prep, right?
15 to 20 minutes of prep,
Yeah.
prep everything out.
But 40, that's excessive.
Load in all the elements to the show that we use.
And you know what's the worst?
5 minutes.
You know what's the worst part? Not in this industry, but other people's industry. You show up early, you wait in your car, and if they know you're in there, they'll come and get you and make you go to work, clock
They
in.
can't make you get out of the car,
No,
can
but
they?
No, but they'll be waiting around, making sure you're not enjoying the time before your work. Because I've had coworkers do that. Like, you know, I'm in my car trying to enjoy my time, like at least 15 minutes before I have to clock in. Then they'll come up. Oh, they'll recognize me. Come up to my car and try to start a conversation. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to enjoy my 15 minutes before I go into work. Can you please just wait until we get to work?
Tinted windows are so needed.
Yeah, you're
So they
ruining
don't
my
see you.
wasted time.
You ruined it.
It's the Gina Lee Fuentes Show on Kiss 97.3.
You're ruining my wasted time. Wasting my
Will,
wasted
see, I think that's
time.
perfect. I feel like that's like, you need that time, right? You get your breakfast, you eat your breakfast, you get everything ready for work. Like, I mean, we eat breakfast. Well, I eat breakfast. You do too. He eats breakfast while we're on the air.
There's nothing worse than someone wasting your wasted time.
I could have been wasting it my way that I wanted to waste it, but instead I had to listen to your shit.
That's very true. And honestly, I think your partners
Exactly, Melinda.
Partners do that to your time too as well. You're like, I'm trying to enjoy this time for myself, and your partner comes in and ruins it. You're like, damn,
You ruined it.
you could have came in at least 15 minutes. After.
Why you got to be coming in late?
You could have came in 15 minutes after. You're wasting my wasted time.
Oh my God! Can you imagine if we started the stream at 6?
We did a couple times in the beginning.
That was brutal.
Yeah.
Woo, that was hard. That was real hard. Damn, y'all. Friday the 13th. Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Friday the 13th is
How
Friday.
do you guys have plans for Valentine's Day? You guys doing it after like Gina? So you guys can be cheap?
I'm going to do it after for myself. Nobody's buying me anything. I'll buy some chocolates.
You know, I treat myself to some Ferrero Rocher.
Doesn't everybody?
That's so good, man. Now I know why people gift them as gifts.
Look at Brandy. My coworker told my boss not to talk to him because he wasn't clocked in.
Very true.
Can't talk to you. You're not clocked in.
Oh, that happened like a few times. I'm like, bro, can you just leave me alone? I need.
Can't clock. You didn't clock in. Dum. All right, here we go. We're gonna have to cut it.
All right, cut.
50. Hit the chorus. Come on.
Gina Lee Fuentes Show. Kiss 97.3. Kiss 97.3.
Okay, I watched the opening ceremonies in like every country that went through for the winter games that are going on right now. I watched everything. Me and Mom sat down and we watched every country and we tried to pronounce every single country's name that was coming up. That I was like, I don't know how you say that. So like we were like enjoying it because I wanted to see Mariah Carey.
Damn, actually, you know, this is the first year I haven't done that.
No, you haven't watched the opening ceremonies?
Yeah, actually, this kind of makes me a little bit sad, actually. But
it was really cool.
Are the games going on now as we speak?
Yes,
Right,
they are.
perfect.
I believe they're 20. They're not 24/7 like the regular Olympics, but you can see them. You can see the
stuff
replays.
that didn't make it in our country at our time zone.
Yeah. So Mariah Carey sang the opening, and Valere. Please forgive me if I said the name of the song wrong, but it's a Italian song. She got slammed and dragged through the dirt. They said, she's lip syncing. I can't believe she's doing that. And this is the Winter Olympics in Milan. And how is she doing that? She's saying in Italian, you guys. It's not her first language. She always sings with her vocals behind her. So it looks like she's not really singing, but she did sing. And then, of course, she sang another song. And you could tell she was live, but she also had recorded parts. Chris Brown does it. Usher does it. Celine Dion does the same thing. So, I mean, she got pretty much handed, and she was standing there. They said, why did she just stand there? Because her legs cost $1 billion.
What'd you expect?
Trust me. Anytime, even in the United States, all she does is stand on stage. It is what it is. But she got thrown through the dirt. I don't think she's going to address it, but everybody did not like the performance. Little John's son, Nathan James, passed away at the age of 27. Now, he was seen, I believe on Tuesday or Wednesday, running out the house in just no shirt and no shoes. They were like, where did he go? He ended up going missing for a couple of days. They found him dead in a pond on Friday morning, and they don't believe there's any foul play, but they are looking into it. Now, going on with searching and looking for people, Nancy Guthrie has not been found. I personally think that it's going to turn out to be a really bad story. I don't think she's alive, but I really hope she is. But no word. It looks like Savannah Guthrie is going to pay the $6 million in Bitcoin. That deadline from the ransom note was today. Wow. So we don't know what's going to happen. You're going to have to keep up with the news stories that are coming out and all your social media because it is going as we speak. And of course, Bad Bunny taking over on the halftime performance, showing what Latino life is really all about. And he nailed it. He nailed it. It's about your family. It's about your grandparents, your grandmothers. It's about your mom, your dad. It's about Latinos do get married young. And the fact that all the stores that he had, like the bodega, he had all the names of those places, including the food that was on the side, the guy who was cooking the hot dogs. Guess what, you guys? All those were real restaurants.
That's awesome.
They were real restaurants from all over across the United States and Puerto Rico. Then not only that, you guys got to keep in mind the stress of doing this game. He had to show up to the Grammys with a literal armed outfit underneath.
Crazy.
He had to go with a bulletproof vest because he got so many threats about doing the halftime show and threats at the Grammys.
I didn't realize
he
it
did
was
not
that
take anybody with him. He sat alone at the table. That's why he got startled when Lady Gaga came up to him to say hello. He was startled. He had to wear it. Now, I don't know if he was wearing it at the Super Bowl, but rumor has it that he probably was because it looked really big.
Yeah.
But he got so much hate. Then you had Trump going out and saying this isn't the kind of performance. You guys, I think more than anything, the biggest takeaway that I got from this is the fact that you got Latinos that are proud to be Latinos. He made Latinos feel happy because he did hit everything about what Latinos are about. The jewelry, the getting married, the everything. The couple was real on stage. They actually got married at the game. He did everything. The light poles, about all the issues that they're having with electricity in Puerto Rico. There are things tied to it, but man, he got drugged through the dirt, deleted his Instagram. But then again, is that a move for something new that he's got coming up? I guess we'll see.
Yeah, speaking of Bad Bunny, great performance, but the Patriots did lose. And the fun stat that everybody is pointing out is that actually Bad Bunny went across one field all the way to the other field, and that's more yards than the Patriots' whole rushing score in the Super Bowl, or rushing yards in the Super Bowl. And actor Timothy Busfield, he's now being indicted on child sex abuse charges, and that's here in New Mexico. So he's been indicted on 4 counts of criminal sexual contact with a child, and we're going to have to keep you updated as this story is still developing. And 50 Cent, he says why he hasn't released new music. He says, you can have the best verse, But I don't think you should have the best verse at 50 years old. I think hip hop is connected to youth culture, and I think simplicity is a part of why it's the best music. And I agree too, but I don't know. Old rappers making new music, people do it all the time. Doesn't mean it's gonna do well, but I guess there's an audience for it, right?
I mean, there is. I mean,
I do agree with him though.
There is something to it, what he's saying. I mean, you do see it. There is a change in how these perform. I mean, look at Mariah Carey and Jennifer Lopez. They're about to get closer to 60 and trying to stay relevant. It's hard, right? Like, it's hard as you get older. So,
especially in rap.
Especially when it comes to rap.
Grandpas rapping.
Exactly. You guys, that is your Celebrity Radar. I'm Gina Lee Fuentes. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. Gina Lee Fuentes, Fuentes with the Z.
And you can find me everywhere online at Ando on Air.
GLF Nation, watch the show live, comment on air, behind the scenes. We've got a chat going on. You got to be a part of it. Plenty of platforms you can choose from. Twitch, it is under the Gina Lee Fuentes Show. Facebook, it is under the Gina Lee Fuentes Show. YouTube, it is under Gina Lee Fuentes TV. Click on live. Monday through Friday, GLF Nation takes place 7:30 all the way up until 10 o'clock. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Remember, always reach for the stars because that's where you belong.
Wake up, wake up.
Home of the Gina Lee Fuentes Show. Kiss 97.3.
All right, you guys, it is that time. I hope you had a wonderful Monday. And if you're hungover from watching the game, you're almost out of the morning part. You still have the day. We hope you have a good one. God bless, love, and light. See you tomorrow, guys.
Bye, y'all.